The world is dying.
世界正在死亡中。
We are at a moment in human history
在人类历史上，我们现在在处于
global warming and
全球
some
暖
other
化。
forces are allowing human beings to see the end of life as we know it. They call it the sixth extinction.
我们在第6次的世界灭绝，
I
叫什么？
I think we're living in a tragedy.
我们正活在悲剧的时代，
This is
也这样觉得。
so why are we doing theater?
那为什么还要继续做戏剧、做剧场？
And I think that there are many reasons.
当然有很多理由。
For many of us who do theater, it's like, I don't know, it's the only thing I know how to do.
有些人是因为我只知道做剧场、做表演，
It's all I can do.
我只能做这件事。
You know, when I try to, I do political work too.
也之前也有做政治工作。
All this year I've been going to once a week to demonstrations in support of Palestine.
或是像现在反战那个以巴战争的
But
部分。
theater work, I'm better at it.
也常做的很擅长。
But in particular, I wonder what is the most important thing if I'm going to do theater work, what is the most important thing that theater can be doing at this tragic moment?
但如果继续做剧场，在现在悲剧时代，戏剧可以到底帮助什么呢？可以起到什么关键作用呢？
And my opinion is
你的感觉是
that whatever we think needs to happen to save the world,
不管我们想要做什么去拯救这个世界，
it is not denial.
那都不会是去否认。
That those people, that many people in the world, certainly many people in America, are living in denial. For instance, denial about global warming.
像很多人，尤其美国人，正在活在否认之中，像是否认有那个气候变迁发生。
I mean, in spite of the fires in California,
即使加州已经发生大火，
there are senators in the American Senate who believe that global warming is a myth.
但美国当局还是觉得全球暖化是一个迷思。
在议会有议员这样子。
And there are people who were in denial about the pandemic, about COVID.
或是甚至之前否认那个新冠的发生。
Buddhists say that there are 3 poisons.
佛教说有3个
三毒。
三种毒，
Craving,
贪嗔痴，
aversion, pushing away, you know, pulling towards, pushing away.
要太多跟抗拒太多。
And the 3rd poison, Buddhists say, is delusion.
或是幻觉。痴的部分。
The most
失望、妄想。
The most extreme version of delusion is denial.
就是所以痴的最强
That
境界就是拒绝。
the truth is very clear
事实其实非常
and
清楚，
you are not seeing it
但不去看见
on
它，
purpose.
而且是刻意的不去看见。
And in and the reason we are, so many of us living in denial is because to see the truth would be so painful.
那很多 婆在拒绝，是因为看见真相太痛苦，
to actually see how the earth is dying around us.
看到地球正在死亡，在毁灭，
We might be crying all the time.
我们一定会每天都在哭，太痛苦了。
You know. And then I think, well, what's wrong with that?
然后爷爷就在想说，那到底哪里错了？
Is there something bad about being in grief?
每天悲伤都不一样。
Yeah, we think that there is some, we think that it is human beings in many cultures, and you've been talking about it here, have learned to believe that it's unbearable to feel that much emotion.
在很多文化里面，好像承载这么多情绪是不 OK 的。
To allow oneself to feel the enormous sorrow of the world today, or to allow oneself to feel the level of rage that one might have at the people who are making the world that way, is unbearable.
就是去感受到很多的巨大悲伤，或是面对到很多人在毁灭世界这个巨大愤怒，好像是不能承受的，也不被允许的。
But why do we think it's unbearable?
但为什么会觉得这个是不能承受的呢？这些悲伤跟愤怒，
Or to put it another way,
或是如果换个方式想，
what would it be like to be able to bear the truth?
要如何去承担这些事实？
And isn't that exactly the work of theater?
去承担、去看见这些事实，是不是就是剧场的工作？
Actors come into my acting classes believing that to allow themselves to feel the depth of emotion would be too much. And what they're learning in the acting class, little by little, is that it's not too much, that they really can. That to be an actor means to be able to feel enormous emotions.
一开始来到爷爷课堂上，演员会觉得要感觉这么多的情绪是不可能的。可是慢慢他们会发现，其实这就是做演员的功课，去感受、去承载这些情绪。
We're saying that in relationship to the trombone the other
像
day.
昨天那个信宇的
That an
伸
actor's
缩喇叭的
work,
故事，
an actor's work is to learn to play every note
演员的
in
工
one's
作
heart.
是去演奏我们心中
All
所有
the
的音符，
sorrow and all the joy
所有的
and
悲
all
伤、
the
喜
love,
悦，所有的爱，
enormous range of emotions.
这些都
That's
是很
that
巨大的情绪。
those are the muscles that one is developing as an actor.
这都是我们要训练的肌肉，
Is to have a heart that's so strong that you can break it night after night after night, and it
要
comes
有一个
back
强大的
again.
心脏，可以经得起每天的破碎，然后再回来，再继续。
Like I like to point out about Romeo and Juliet, that the actors playing Romeo and Juliet, they know that at the end of the play, they're going to die.
像演罗密欧跟朱
Not
丽叶的
even
演
worse than
员，
that, their partner is going to die.
他们知
You
道
know, I
演
have
到
to-
最后
I have
自
to
己跟
fall in
对
love
手
with
都会死
Juliet
亡，
again tonight,
但每
and
天都
then
还是
she's
要
going to
继
die.
续恋爱，即使我
And
知
I
道我
know
会
that.
死亡，
And I do it night after night.
但我还是
And,
每天进行这场演出，
and if I'm
去爱跟去死亡。
and it's wonderful. People love to play Romeo and
大
Juliet
家都好爱演罗密欧
because
跟
as
朱丽叶
actors we know that we can bear
因为
having such enormous
演员
emotions
知道我
and
们
having
会
our
承
heart
担得
broken
起这么
again and
巨大
again and
的
again. We can bear it.
情绪，
That's our work.
这是我们的工作。
So it seems to me
对
that
爷爷而言，
that theater trains us
剧
to
场
be
训
able
练我
to
们，
bear what we thought was too much.
剧场训练我们去承载我们觉得太多的事情。
And so I've been thinking that at this tragic moment in
所以在这样悲剧的时刻，历史上的悲剧时刻，
that's our work
这就
is
是我们的工作。
partly by example. We show the audience that we can bear that human beings can bear enormous emotion.
向观众展现人类是有承担
At the end of the play, we get up
承担
there
悲伤的情绪的
and
能力的，
people applaud for us,
然后大家为我们鼓
and
掌
we。bow and we receive the applause because we can bear it. We can bear going through all those emotions. It's not too much.
可以处理这么多情绪，这不是太多的，
So on that
人类
level,
做得到的。
our work is that we are examples.
所以我们做
We
演
are
员就是作为一
examples for
个
the audience
示范，告诉观众
that it's bearable. That
是
human,
可以去经
human
历
emotion
这些情绪的，
big human emotion is bearable.
可以这些情绪是可以被承担的。
And then I think about in terms of what plays we perform, that it would be wonderful to play plays that actually help the audience feel that they can experience enormous emotions and stay alive, that it's not unbearable.
Great
如果我们可以做一些演出，然后这个演出可以帮助观众去理解或是体认到我们是可以表达、可以感受的话，那是一件很棒的事情。
我们可以承受无法承受的情绪，但我们居然还可以承受耶！这种对，去修这个。
我们
我们可以挺过这一切，
还强大。
So that's what I find myself thinking about why I'm doing theater.
这就是演员对于自己还在做剧场的一些思
To,
考，
to help people be
去帮助人们
to trust their strength to bear what is
相
going on
让
in the
帮助
world.
人们看到自己是有力量，是有足够的韧性去承担这些情绪的，
Rather than offering answers
取代直接给答案。
that, for instance, it's bearable to not have answers.
即使没有答案也是可以忍受的，取代得到直接的答案，没有答案其实也是可以忍受的。
To feel as lost as I sometimes feel in this world.
去感受到迷失，
也是可以被忍受。
Maybe I'm powerless, maybe
可
I'm
能
not
我是无
powerless,
力的，可能
but
我还可以再多做什么，
I can bear living with that question.
那我可以继续带这些问题走下去。
Anyway, that's what I've been thinking.
这是爷爷在思考的，
Why do theater?
为什么要做剧场？